the downpour has ended. I was speaking to my wife on the phone and I said, what's the weather like back home? She said, it's absolutely fine. How about you? I said, likewise. And then, let's make sure I pour this tea in the cup and not over me. And then I arrived on this huge pit that I'm fishing and the heavens opened. I managed to get the brolly up first though, so all the gear stayed dry. That's the important thing. It cleared in about 10-15 minutes and we just had a double rainbow. In fact, the strongest part of the rainbow looked as if it was coming out of the pit itself. Beautiful, aren't they? Rainbows, great symbols, a reminder of what we find in the book of Genesis. The rainbow belongs to God. He got there first. This is the pit in question. Not only is it big in terms of surface area, but it's also very deep as well. And I'm fishing just off the end of those overhanging branches. I've been to work today and I'm fishing on the way back. Prior to leaving this morning, walking around the area where we live with my wife, my dog, saw my very first red kite of the valley, and also I was on the drive at the time, so that's a garden tick as well. Brilliant, just in flight, making its way over, but that's why you always keep your eyes open when you're a birder. When I was at work, found a couple of photos have been uploaded from Sunday's game, so they're on the screen while I talk right now. Not the result that we wanted, but nevertheless we pull ourselves together and carry on, and I did the press conference interview for Saturday's Welsh Cup semi-final with Craig Harrison. It took me ages to get to work. There was a delay due to a broken down lorry, and then the police had pulled someone over and the road was partly blocked further on. But like life, whatever it throws at you, you always get there in the end, don't you? This place I'm on, it is a challenge. I fished here many times overnight. I've had some big bream, tench, carp, but as you can imagine on a venue this size, they're not exactly queuing up to be caught. It's not a runs water when you're after the big fish. And I've had some excellent perch as well. But again, I've had times when I've fished, never even had a touch. But when I have caught, they've been excellent perch. And that's sometimes how your angling goes, isn't it? You can fish places where you know that you will struggle along the way, but when you do catch, there's a chance that it'll be a very good one indeed. Not everybody wants that. People fish sometimes once a week, once a fortnight, once a month. They want to go out and catch fish, and that's natural. And that's where I think commercials are great for that sort of thing, whereby you can go and almost be guaranteed, as much as you can possibly say that in fishing terms, of course, be guaranteed to catch fish. On the other hand, you can come to places like this. I talked to the carpers that are on here and they've been here for 1, 2, 3 nights or whatever, and they haven't even had a run. It is difficult. When you do catch, as I stated, always a good chance that it could be an excellent fish. I'm happy to sit it out sometimes and watch that rod tip, hoping that it gets a little flicker maybe initially and I can catch something and show it on the camera. But I'm also realistic, not defeatist or negative, but I'm also realistic in the sense that I know that when I go fishing, especially on places like this, that I'm not always going to catch, but can still enjoy it. That's the important thing, isn't it? You won't want blanks day after day, that's one thing to say, but the odd blank here and there thrown in with the fish that you catch is all part of the course, isn't it? And I'm not talking myself into a blank on today's session, by the way. We'll see how it goes. Whenever I go fishing, I'm always very confident, absolutely topped up and overflowing as far as confidence is concerned. But I'm also realistic as well. It's about that balance, isn't it? Anyway, more tea to drink, more watching of that rod tip, and will I be back with a fish?